In the UK, where a van has hit a crowd of pedestrians near Finsbury Park Mosque in North London, injuring at least 10 people. These are live pictures now of what is occurring there. The Metropolitan Police have described it as a major incident, but has not specified whether this was a deliberate attack or an accident. Ambulances are at the scene. One suspect has been arrested. The vehicle struck a group of Muslim worshippers who had just attended a late-night Ramadan prayer service around two and a half hours ago now. According to eyewitnesses, the driver was wrestled to the ground by bystanders and held until police arrived at the scene. Well, let's now cross live to the chairman of Finsbury Park Mosque, where this happened, just outside the building, Mohammed Kosbar. Mohammed, thank you for talking to us this hour. This, of course, happened during the last week of the holy month of Ramadan. Do you think this was a deliberate attack on Muslims?
Of course, during the last days of Ramadan, a lot of Muslims come to the mosque in the late night to pray. And I think what's happened today is a serious attack. It is a deliberate attack. 3 people, as we heard from people on the scene, that there were 3 people in the van, and they came from the other side of the road to target the people gathered to have a break from prayers. Unfortunately, there is casualties. At least 10 people were lying on the floor, and one of the attackers being arrested by the people and hand him over to the police. So it is quite a serious incident.
You believe there are casualties? Because we have not verified it, we have not heard anything on that. We've just heard people are injured, but you think people are dead?
I think there is people dead and there is injured people as well. I heard from the people on the scene that they've seen quite few casualties lying on the floor, but just we have to wait maybe until morning to clarify, especially the motive of the attack. Why these people attacked indiscriminately the people who gather, because they are not just only Muslims. They are, it is very diverse community over there. There is many Muslims and non-Muslims alike, and it is unfortunate that this happened in this area where people get together and we have no problem whatsoever between communities.
Yeah, I've just been reading a lot of reports, of course, about what happened, trying to piece together information. In some of those reports, especially in the British tabloids, Mohammed, they've described your mosque as the place where, quote, hate preacher Abu Hamza used to preach. Just a reminder, viewers, Abu Hamza was the imam at Finsbury Park Mosque and was convicted for terrorism. A lot has changed since then, of course. Does it bother you that they're bringing that aspect up at such a difficult time for you and people who go to your mosque?
Of course, actually. I mean, Abu Hamza was in the mosque before 2005. I mean, we are 12 years ahead now, 12 years on, and people, and unfortunately these tabloid media still talking about this period. It is unbelievable. I mean, the mosque now is an example for other mosques. It is not just only mosque, it is a community center which opened its door to everybody. Just only a few days ago, we had this community iftar where more than 60 people from our community leaders, faith leaders, politicians, Jeremy Corbyn, our local MP, the leader of the Labour Party, attended our iftar, and others. So it is open for everybody, to the media, to use this incident, which we all have to condemn. As we condemn other incidents like what's happened in Manchester or Westminster or London Bridge, we have to condemn this incident, regardless who's behind it, and called it as it is. It is a terrorist attack on innocent people, and many of them maybe lost their lives. So it is not the time, I think, to dig up in the past 12 years from now and talking about Abu Hamza. It is the time to speak about this incident and call it as it is, and try to find out who is behind it and why they did what they did.
You believe it was a deliberate attack. Using vehicles to mow down pedestrians is growing ever more common. If this does turn out to be an attack and a terrorist attack at that, we saw it in Nice, we saw it in Berlin, and of course where you are in London twice recently in recent months. How would you explain this trend, Mohammed?
Well, I mean, such attack, nobody can stop it or can try to, try to prevent it from happening. We experienced what's happened in Westminster and London Bridge, and here we are. Another extremist from maybe different type of extremist. They are using the same methods, and their aim, both extremists aim to divide our community, to spread hatred, division, and racism among our community. We shouldn't let them do that. We should stand all together as communities to condemn such attack and try to make sure that this never happen again. I mean, we just only yesterday we had this event, the memory of the killing of Joe Cox, the MP who killed by a far-right extremist, and we got all communities together talking about this. And the next day we've seen a horrible incident happen next to the gathering we had in Finsbury Park area, and this is why the police should take this really incident as they took the other incidents seriously, and find out who are behind it, and make sure as well if there is any assist they had these attackers, these coward attackers, if they have any assistance from other people. So just to prevent such things to happen, and especially during. I mean, these are families just leaving the mosques, actually to have a break, and such horrible things happen to him is a shocking news.
Yeah, as you say, a lot of children would have been there this week in the run-up to the end of Ramadan. Just while we have you as well, one aspect we're hearing more and more about are Islamophobic attacks, really, in Britain and right across Europe. Since the 3 recent terrorist attacks in the UK, have you sensed any hardening of attitudes towards British Muslims?
Well, yeah, I mean, there is a rise in the Islamophobia. The police just said that there is a rise of around 70% since the attacks, the terrorist attacks happened in the last few weeks and months. We, as a Finsbury Park Mosque, we receive calls from people abusing us, threatening us, and we've seen some individual attack here and there. Somebody tried to, for example, to set a fire in the mosque, breaking the windows. Some of our community members been attacked, especially women. Unfortunately, I mean, they've been attacked, pushed in the street, and so on. But we never, we never thought that something like that, as serious as this attack, would happen. We try since Ramadan. We make sure that security measures took place in the mosque. We have our security team there. We didn't want the police presence because we don't want people to panic and think that there is something might happen. And as I said, such an attack, people intentionally drove over a group of people. You cannot prevent it. You cannot stop it. Actually, it's happening, and it might happen in the future. So what we need to do, we need to work as a community with the authority and try to make sure that coordination happened between us, and make sure that things never happen like this again.
Well, with what has been a very difficult evening for you and other worshippers, of course, at the mosque. Chairman of the Finsbury Park Mosque in North London, Mohammed Cosber, thank you for coming on the programme and sharing what you know. Our thoughts go out to the people who were hurt, and hopefully we do not hear of any casualties in that area. Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Thank you.